Have you taken our 5-minute survey about attraction and relationship desires? In this new world of gender equality, the old research is worthless. If you are over 18 in a long-term relationship or single and dating, please take our 5-minute survey at stigmasurvey.org. Thank you for listening to the Untoxicated Podcast. I am a raspy version of Matt Salas, and this is the audio version of the latest essay from our Sober and Unashamed website and blog titled Bizarre at the Boathouse, Part 1. The Boathouse in Wash Park has a long and storied history. I mean, it must, right? I've never looked into it, but it looks old, and it's definitely the anchor of the park, the neighborhood, maybe the whole southeast side of Denver. It is the hub of the Independence Day Bicycle Parade. Couples get married there, and it is an easy meeting spot for people walking together in the park. But it doesn't house any boats. Maybe they store the floating plastic paddle swans under it in the winter, but for all of its iconic grandeur, they ought to have an old Mississippi riverboat cemented to the lakeshore next to it. A riverboat would make a nice backdrop for homecoming dance pictures for the high school adjacent to the south side of the park. We are in the midst of a universally acknowledged, social media exacerbated mental health epidemic, so the homecoming dance sounds like a great way to encourage our young people to spend face-to-face time together. And it is. I am pro-HOCO. But as I leaned on the Boathouse Saturday night, trying to stay out of the way and not brush against any of the girls who seemed to have shopped for their homecoming gowns in the lingerie department, it occurred to me that the pre-dance picture ritual might not be helping. We want to get techno-addicted teens away from their phones. So the first thing that happens on homecoming night is that we take about 100 pictures of each of them looking their absolute fake fancy best. And what happens to all the pictures? I think this is where teenage boys and girls largely diverge. My boys have never asked my wife to text them all the pre-dance pictures so they could post them. In fact, we were elated that this year, for the first time, our one remaining high schooler actually engaged in conversation with us at the Boathouse. Us, his parents, in front of all the other high schoolers. He talked to us, took a picture with us, and even walked to and from the Boathouse with us. His older brother wouldn't even walk to the park with us, insisting on a minimum of 50 feet of lag to our giddy-up as we approached the park. But based on the number of times I've winced and speed-scrolled past sub-18 flesh since the pre-dance pickfest, I'm pretty sure girls are more likely to insist that their images of elegance make it to the internet. What a bizarre ritual. We started an evening of something kids desperately need more of, in-person contact with other kids, with the pinnacle of fakery. We took pics to be plastered to the Global Judgment Forum for children with their developing prefrontal cortexes to use to make toxic self-comparisons. We humans do a lot of strange things. As I rested a shoulder on the Boathouse, this one moved up my list of cultural norms worth a second thought. I must admit to my love for watching teenage girls try to walk in those thin little heels. I don't find myself in the woodlands witnessing the first steps of fawns very often, but I think the Boathouse at HOCO was probably a good representation. Between concentrating on their steps and remembering to pull their strapless dresses up every 2 seconds, homecoming for girls seemed like human torture. I also enjoyed the expressions of the parents as they weaved sheepishly through the crowd of kids, trying not to be inadvertent photobombs, but also trying not to lose sight of their child who insisted that they keep their distance. It is kind of like if they let visitors into the cages with the monkeys at the zoo. Kids in sequins and adults in sweatpants is like playing Where's Waldo with a population that's 50% Waldos. Fakery was also widespread among the parental species. Most were wearing grins as thin veils of concern. Would their little fawn find his or her footing? Or would they be cornered and eaten by a pack of newly post-pubescent woodlands roaming hyenas? I coach soccer with a high school math teacher who always admonishes our teams to make good decisions as we approach celebratory weekends. Her voice echoed in my head as I witnessed the Hoko crowd. I'm sure it was the silent prayer of most of the parents. The evening's upcoming decisions were the underlying concern that betrayed the expressions of confidence that the parents did, in fact, do a good job raising their children. Our son attended homecoming as a double date. The 4 teens came to our home for dinner after the Boathouse and before the dance. Before we left the park, the mother of one of the girls coming home with us realized she forgot to buy gum for her daughter. She had let her daughter down, and it was clear that she was doing some all too familiar self-flagellation. "We have gum. We'll give her a pack," I assured her. The mom's relief seemed outsized for a pack of Doublemint. It was as if she'd been working on a puzzle for months and she'd finally found the missing piece under the coffee table. More relevant to the particular evening's festivities, it was as if that pack of gum was going to keep the hyenas at bay. We try so hard. We get distracted with our own lives and a world full of dysfunction. In the end, we just hope our efforts were good enough. We post pictures to prove that at least we can all clean up okay when necessary. We all have it in us to be fake, even if the ones in the sweatpants are seasoned enough to know no one's fooling anybody. Then we offer somebody we barely know a pack of gum. It seems important, and we are reminded that someday we'll need a pack of gum too. And as fucked up as humans generally are, we can usually be counted on to share a pack of gum in a pinch. And everything seems okay. Not the fake Hoko pick version of okay, but genuinely okay. At least for now. I'm not sure of the historical significance of the Southeast Denver hub, but I'm glad it was there for me to lean on and ponder. Who knew I'd find a piece of the puzzle at the Boathouse? Now, please take our 5-minute survey on attraction and relationship dynamics at stigmasurvey.org. We especially need young adults to take our survey, so please share it with your adult children. Thank you in advance. And thank you for audio reading. You've got this, and we've got you.